You are losing her right now, in this very second, while you wait for that reply that isn't coming, while you wonder what you did wrong. She is investing her attention in another man, and the worst part, you gave away your power for free. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why being ignored was never about you not being good enough, but about you not knowing how to communicate your value and set the rules of the game. And when you master these 7 psychological tactics that no one ever taught you, you'll never again waste energy on someone who doesn't deserve you. Listen closely to what I'm about to tell you. You believe you need to do more for her to get attention. More compliments, more availability, more favors. You think that if you prove how much you care, if you show how attentive you are, she will finally notice you. Wrong, completely wrong. This is the trap that keeps you stuck in the friend zone, replying to messages in seconds while she takes 2 days, paying all the bills while she barely thanks you, canceling your plans whenever she shows up. The truth that will set you free is this: you need to do less for her and more for yourself. When you project value through purpose, boundaries, and strategic scarcity, you flip the script. She starts to realize what she's losing. She starts to have to invest to have you. Because nobody values what's always available. The formula is simple and brutal. The less you behave like an infinite resource, the more you become a valuable resource. The more you tolerate disrespect, the less you are respected. Social and romantic life is a game where every interaction communicates your rules and your value. And you've been playing with your cards face up. Now pay attention, because I'm going to give you the 7 moves that transform the dynamic. First move, the scarcity frame. This means you position yourself as a valuable resource, not easily available. It's not a game, it's basic economic reality applied to attraction. When you are always free for her, always responding immediately, always saying yes to any last-minute plan, you communicate a clear message. My life is empty, you are my #1 priority, and I have no other options. Concrete example. She calls you at 10 p.m. on a Saturday because her plans fell through. You say no because you already have plans with friends or personal projects. That's not being rude. That's having a life. Second move, the boundary test. Women test. Always. Not out of malice, but because they need to calibrate the value of the man in front of them. She's 20 minutes late without notice. She cancels last minute. She makes slightly disrespectful comments about you. These are tests to see if you have a backbone or if you'll bend. Your reaction defines the rest of the relationship. Example, she's late without explanation. You don't explode, don't make a scene, but comment lightly yet firmly. Look, I value my time. Next time, let me know if you're going to be late, or I'll assume it's not happening. There, you've taught her how you want to be treated. Third move, strategic disinvestment. When the return isn't reciprocal, you reduce your effort. It's pure mirroring. She takes 2 days to reply to your messages. You respond with the same cadence or more briefly. She doesn't show initiative to set up dates. You stop pushing and focus on other areas of your life. This isn't revenge or childish pouting. It's intelligent energy management. You have 24 hours a day and limited energy. Investing in someone who doesn't invest back is poor resource allocation. It's guaranteed emotional bankruptcy. Fourth move, reward calibration. You offer attention, time, and affection as a reward for desirable and reciprocal behaviors, not just for existing. When she makes a genuine effort to see you, you praise her. When she surprises you positively, you acknowledge it. But when she treats you as an option or a plan B, you withdraw the prize. It's basic operant conditioning. People repeat behaviors that are rewarded and avoid those that aren't. You are teaching the standard of treatment you accept. Fifth move, projection of purpose. Demonstrate that you have an interesting life, passions, and clear goals independent of her. This is magnetic because it communicates abundance and intrinsic value. When you talk enthusiastically about your projects, your hobbies, your travels, your professional goals, you become three-dimensional. You stop being the desperate guy who revolves around her and become someone who has their own universe. And universes attract. Vacuums repel. Sixth move, investment mirroring. Reflect the level of interest and effort she demonstrates. If she invites you out, you invite her next time. If she sends long, engaged messages, you respond in kind. If she doesn't show initiative, you don't push. This maintains the balance of power and prevents you from becoming the puppy dog who does everything while she just receives. Healthy relationships are balanced scales, not seesaws where one is always on the ground. Seventh move, the rule of non-reactivity. Maintain calm and composure in the face of provocations, tests, or disinterest. Don't seek external validation. When she makes a disrespectful comment, you don't lose your temper. You maintain a neutral expression. Change the subject or calmly question her. Emotional reactivity is a loss of frame. It's you giving away control. It's you showing that she has power over your emotions. And emotional power is the real power in any relationship. Now let me tell you 3 real stories so you can see this working in practice. Peter, 32, an architect. He was always the nice guy. He paid for everything on first dates. He was always available when his crush needed him. He solved her problems. He was the perfect friend. But it never went beyond that. He decided to change the game. He stopped offering extra help. He stopped being constantly available. He started splitting bills. He focused on his own projects. The result? Initially, some women disappeared. But you know what happened with the ones who stayed? They started to value him. They started to invest back. They started to pursue him. The cost of filtering out the users was gaining women who truly respected him. Mark, 28, a developer. He had a crush who ignored him for days on WhatsApp. She only called when she was bored or needed a favor. He was her emotional backup plan. The decision Mark made was simple but painful. He started replying with the same cadence as her. He stopped accepting last-minute invitations. He stopped being available as an emergency option. What happened? He lost that prospect. But he gained time. He gained self-esteem. He gained clarity. And in a few weeks, he started attracting women who were more attentive, more present, more respectful, because when you stop accepting crumbs, you make space for the feast. Ralph, 35, an entrepreneur, in a 1-year relationship. His girlfriend constantly disrespected his plans and schedule. She was late without notice. She canceled last minute. She treated his time as irrelevant. Ralph firmly communicated that this was unacceptable. He set a consequence. If she was more than 15 minutes late without notice, he would leave or go on without her. He faced initial resistance, arguments, even more intense tests. But he stood firm. The dynamic changed. Mutual respect returned. Because she learned that he had real boundaries, not empty threats. And now comes the part that hurts. The mistakes you make every day. First mistake. Early overinvestment. You send 3 messages for every one she sends. You plan the entire date while she just shows up. You talk about the future while she's barely decided on the present. Consequence? You seem desperate. You seem low value. And low value repels interest because it destroys the challenge. Second mistake. Constant search for validation. You ask if she liked it. If everything's okay, if you did something wrong, you need her approval to feel secure. Consequence? You give away your power. You become predictable. And predictability kills attraction. Third mistake. Tolerance of disrespect. She treats you badly. You accept it. She cancels. You say it's no problem. She ignores you. You keep investing. Consequence? She learns she can walk all over you without consequence. Respect evaporates. Because respect isn't given, it's earned through firm boundaries. Fourth mistake, excessive pursuit and persistence. She said no. You insist. She disappeared. You chase her. She showed disinterest. You double your effort. Consequence? You signal a lack of options, a lack of self-confidence, and you become annoying. Fifth mistake, emotional reactivity to tests. She provokes you. You explode. She questions you. You desperately justify yourself. She tests your limit. You lose your composure. Consequence? You show a lack of control, a lack of maturity. And this undermines all attraction because attraction is built on the perception of strength. Sixth mistake, the nice guy syndrome. You're too nice, too agreeable, too available. You never disagree, you never challenge, you never create sexual tension. Consequence? You become the safe friend, the shoulder to cry on, the confidant. but never the desirable partner, because desire needs polarity, not perpetual agreement. So what do you do now? What's the protocol? First step, define your boundaries. Sit down and write what you won't tolerate. Constant lateness, verbal disrespect, lack of reciprocity. Be specific. Your boundaries protect your energy and self-esteem. Without boundaries, you are invaded territory. Second step, communicate your value through actions. Don't talk about your interesting life. Live it. Don't talk about your passions. Pursue them. Show it through what you do, the projects you build, the experiences you accumulate. Demonstrated value is worth 1,000 times more than declared value. Third step, mirror her investment to the same degree. She texts you? You reply. But don't send 3 back. She sets up a date? You show up. And you set up the next one. But don't keep setting them up alone. She initiates conversation? You engage. But don't always initiate. Balance is the key to healthy dynamics. Fourth step, react calmly in situations of testing or disinterest. When the test comes, and it will come, take a deep breath. Count to 5. Respond with composure. Don't justify yourself. Don't explode. Don't seek validation. Project strength through emotional control. Fifth step, disengage from disinterest. When someone repeatedly shows they're not interested, you stop investing. Not with anger, not with resentment. Simply redirect your energy to where there is reciprocity. You have too much life to waste on someone who doesn't value you. Sixth step, actively pursue your purpose. Invest in your goals, your body, your career, your skills, your hobbies. When you are in constant motion of growth, you naturally become more attractive. Because attraction isn't static. It's a result of direction and momentum. And now for the ultimatum, you need to hear. Tomorrow morning you will wake up, and you will have a choice. You can continue doing what you've always done. Wait, insist, tolerate, seek validation, accept crumbs. Or you can start applying one of these principles, just one. Maybe it's setting a simple boundary. Maybe it's mirroring investment. Maybe it's disengaging from someone who doesn't value you. One strategic move, one conscious decision. Because the cost of inaction is enormous and invisible. It's months and years of your life invested in dynamics that devalue you. It's your self-esteem eroding drop by drop. It's the opportunity with quality women slipping away while you pursue those who don't want you. The choice is binary. Either you continue to be ignored because you act like an infinite and worthless resource, or you start today to communicate through actions and boundaries that your time, your attention, and your presence are precious resources that need to be earned. There's no middle ground. No, I'll try a little bit. It's a decision or an excuse. And an excuse keeps you exactly where you are. Deciding moves you to where you want to be, so do this. Go to the comments now and share a recent situation where you felt ignored. And tell us how you would apply one of the 7 moves you learned here. It could be strategic disinvestment. It could be the boundary test. It could be the projection of purpose. It doesn't matter which one. What matters is that you start thinking strategically about your interactions. Your experience can help another man who is going through the same frustration. And subscribe to the channel, because every week I bring practical insights that truly transform your love life. No magic, no flimsy shortcuts. Just solid psychological principles that work when you have the courage to apply them. Remember what I said at the beginning. You are losing her now, but it doesn't have to be that way tomorrow. Reclaim your value, reclaim your time, reclaim your respect. Start now.